Hey guys, KB Rocks here, and before I officially kind of start playing one of the live stream, you've probably been wondering, where has a video been? I haven't done a video. I know I said I was going to do one, but I didn't anticipate more technical problems would be happening again, since my laptop has decided to corrupt every recording I've done. I've made at least 10 attempts at trying to record some videos, and all of them, looking at it, have failed. But I think I've managed to preserve one video, which I have no idea. I'll have to check that. That's the only video I haven't checked yet, and if I can get that edited and up this week, it will be amazing. You guys will love it. But I won't spoil anything. If I do manage to get it up, if I don't, then, you know, it'll be something completely different. I just honestly don't know at this point. So yeah, I'm pretty much just having to live stream again. I was actually going to do a video on Call of Duty World War 2 during the private beta, but I have not had a chance to actually record since my laptop has been screwing up again. So instead, I said, you know what, I'll just do a live stream just to kind of update you guys on what's going on and why I haven't done a video. But despite all of that, I've had a little tiny spike on subscribers, so thank you very much for that. And without further ado, I'll actually start playing this thing. Since technically in the UK, as this goes up, it is technically going to be the last day. I think it finishes at 6 o'clock in the evening for the UK. So you want to get a chance to play it, you know, or if you want to play it before it runs out, play it as soon as possible. I really have to say, after playing this a certain amount of time, I really enjoyed it. So let's go into a game. I'm level 8 at the minute, because I've not been playing it too much, not to kind of but just enough to get kind of a feel of the game, really, and how to best go about certain situations and how to essentially win. So the one thing I like is the way the whole premise is set up in terms of look at all this. Just look. It's amazing. Right? I have no idea what those symbols next to it mean. I have no idea. Hey, yeah, I'm all good, just live streaming some Call of Duty World War 2. The private beta, I got access to it. I'll hopefully be playing it then when it comes out on the 1st September again for PlayStation and Xbox One. Playing it again, probably for another live stream. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what that symbol meant. Maybe it's just saying that I'm maybe broadcasting, I have no idea. But yeah, we're just going to be playing for another 45 minutes. Okay, waiting for the loading. Now I want to say I love the game. It definitely, it has the feel of Ghosts, and I think people have already mentioned this, but it has the feel of Ghosts multiplayer. But it has that, it feels so good, it feels really refreshing. It's brand new, it's amazing. Hello.
Stay wary, pick your shots!
Alright. So obviously there's certain different divisions you can select. I've gone with airborne, because that means I get to basically attach suppressors on. So if I want to go in for quite a fair medium range distance, I can go in quietly. Oh, that was terrible accuracy. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying playing this game. Never. I think personally, despite all of that, Infinite Warfare's concept was just, it sounded like it was going to be a good concept written on paper, but when put into action, it was not what anyone was expecting. The multiplayer is bad, the campaign was good, and the zombies was good. Those are only probably the redeeming factors of the game, in my opinion. The multiplayer is just bad because I've played it numerous times, and it's so much of a pain now to play that I just can't play it anymore, because if I play it for a video, I'm gonna get so angry, then I'm just gonna get annoyed, and that's not what I want in the video. I don't want to get annoyed. I don't want to be miserable and annoyed and swearing and cursing at a game, getting so angry about it. That's not what I want at all. So
Enemy recon
that's why I
aircraft
just
in
don't
the
play
air.
it as much. I really want to go back and play like Titanfall 2 if I had it on the PlayStation, but I don't. So sad, so sad. I'm working on getting newer games and maybe trying to work on maybe getting Rainbow Six Siege since I played the free weekend and I actually kind of like it. I never thought I'd like it at first because it just didn't seem like a good game for me, but I actually am starting to enjoy it. Right, cut that off.
Striking run inbound. Fall back.
I think this is the sort of game that people were kind of looking for in terms of going back to the old retro kind of style of World War II or World War I, whatever, because I never got a chance to play World of War. I never got a chance to play it, but I know I've seen people play it, and my brother, I think, at one point owned the game, and it was really good. He never let me play it, but I managed to watch him play it, and I liked it. It definitely felt really old, so it definitely felt like it could have some human factors, but for the time it was made, it was considered a really good game, and I see why people liked it. So I think this is not the bad direction to go. I think this is going to be a really good game. And I can't wait to see how Headquarters is, because Headquarters is going to be great, I guarantee. The Headquarters mod. I really can't wait to see how they do that. I'm excited. Hi, E-Boy. How you doing? Playing the private beta for COD World War II. You know, the usual stuff.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Popping Fritz X bomb.
Let's see if I can find someone. Damn it. Yeah, I'm really starting to like this game a lot. Much more than I actually was anticipating on. I thought I'd like it, but I think like maybe it was like, because obviously it's a beta, I thought it'd be pretty broken with a lot of glitches. And don't get me wrong, there are glitches people have found, but I've not seen one glitch in this entire game playing it so far. So either I'm just getting really lucky, or it's not a common thing. I don't know. But there are supposedly glitches on there. But obviously it's in beta stages, so what do you expect? I'm hoping that, you know, with time they'll change things up and then, you know, make the game better. But for a starting point, I think this is a really good approach to start off. It's definitely something that people wanted for a long time, including myself. I really wanted something that would just go back, either do something that's quite modern instead of going super futuristic, either that or just do something back in the past. Personally, one of them options would have been a good route to go, rather than go forward and keep pressing forward. But the one thing that I still want them to do is make Ghost 2, like Call of Duty Ghost 2. And the reason why I want to do it is not because obviously I love the game super much. Don't get me wrong, I like the game and it wasn't too bad, but there were obviously quite a few problems with it on launch and all that. But personally, to me, it just feels incomplete that there's a massive gap now in the timeline where Ghost 2 should have been, and it's not filled. There's just a massive gap, and it's just, you know, I think that they should have done something, even if it was something small. I mean, it didn't have to be a game. I mean, if there was something that was maybe something like an extra mission that's added to Ghost, the original Ghost, when they, at the time, like now or something, they just added an extra add-on mission to the game to basically either sums it up or does something to basically finish and round off the game in a good way. So that way the gap is now filled and there's nothing left on blank there. And like I said, if you like exosuits and all that, that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with liking it. Advanced Warfare was, I'd say, one of the first things that started introducing this whole exo jump thing. And for a time, it wasn't too bad. It was alright after playing it for a bit. You kind of just needed to adjust to it. But I think it started getting a bit too ridiculous when it kept being a thing. And then Black Ops 3 happened. Again, Black Ops 3 isn't a bad game. It's actually pretty good. But they did turn it down, the exosuits, where obviously everyone would constantly jump. At least they tried to neutralize that so you couldn't constantly be jumping like crazy. Because people found that was just so annoying and far too difficult to kill like people. It was just insane. And then we had Infinite Warfare, which the multiplayer at first was an alright multiplayer for all things considered. I liked the way they started out the approach of it. But I think like they just kind of went the wrong direction with it. Instead of focusing on maybe making the game better or adding additions to the game to make it significantly good, they focused on the wrong things and therefore ended up being a case of where if you weren't a higher level and you hadn't leveled up a gun, then you were screwed because there was nothing you could do. It wasn't really, it felt like it wasn't based on skill at all, and it was completely sort of pay to win in a sense. I'd say sort of because it depends. A lot of people obviously don't end up buying like COD points and all that. But it just felt like it wasn't based on skill anymore, and that's what took it away. It didn't feel like you were actually playing the game and, you know, using all the skills and all the knowledge you've known over the years of playing Call of Duty to win. It didn't feel like that at all. It just felt like you'd stuck on so many extra stuff on the gun to make it better and more powerful, so that way no one can get one hit on you. And it, like I said, it became too annoying for me. At first it wasn't bad, and I was like, okay, well, only certain people have gotten certain levels. But then after some time I tried playing it over and over again, and I started to kind of not really get into it. I just didn't feel like I had a chance anymore, and it kind of just put me off playing, which is sad. I really wanted to try out the zombies though. I still want to do the zombies at some point, so I do want to do that. So, and I still yet to do the campaign on the PlayStation, but I have done it on the Xbox One before, and like I said, I really like the campaign. It was definitely better than my expectations on it. It was a really good, solid campaign. Despite everything, it was really good. And it's a shame that, you know, the multiplayer kind of tarnished it slightly. I say slightly because it may have been quite a core thing, but so were the other 3 modes as well. And I feel like because they were really good, it just kind of carried the multiplayer on. But yeah, either way. Is it a bit louder? One sec, then I'll adjust it. Sorry about that. That's probably because of my settings. Let's see. Turn the game volume down a little. There we go. Is that better? Sorry, it might have just been my settings. I've had to adjust it for a bit on certain videos, because I've been trying to do videos with friends, but they've not always worked out. So I've been kind of messing around with my mic. I'm so sorry if that sounded way too loud. I kind of wish I'd been told a bit earlier, but I'm really sorry. Does that sound any better? Because if it does, then great. To me, it just sounds like normal, it does, so I wouldn't have noticed. But I'm glad you picked up on that sooner. Okay, good. Oh, Jesus. Forget, the fucking shotgun is a bloody crazy. Oh man, alright, attach the suppressor on. Ouch. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry if it, you know, sounded bad. That's not really going to be good for live stream, but, you know, it's no surprise. I've had technical hiccups before. I'm hoping to one day just live stream on both, either YouTube, but then do something better, like actually have like a kind of similar to what people do on Twitch, you know, how they set up their live streams like that. I'm hoping to do something like that at some point, If I get an upgrade on my PC, that is. Which won't be till September. I won't be able to get an upgrade. So for now, I'm just still putting up with it. What the hell is that? Never seen that score streak. Okay. There's no score streaks, kill streaks, whatever the hell you want to call it. Still technically kind of classed as score streaks, I'd say. But there's still a lot that I have yet to see with this game that's got to kind of surprise me. But it's definitely the way they've gone with this game to me feels like they're going in a right direction. They are with it and how the way it is. So I'm definitely inclined to get the game. I mean, look, they brought dolphin diving back. It's amazing. I mean, I missed dolphin diving back in the day. It was something that just, when they took it away from Black Ops 2, I was like, no, I know you've got the new movement system and all that, but dolphin diving was like the shit back in the day. You just taken away one of the core elements of the multiplayer, was dolphin diving into buildings and all that. Obviously, you know, it probably could still use a bit of work, but still, it's not too bad. I mean, I've seen someone manage to dolphin dive and then jump back out and kill me, and I wasn't seeing it coming. I was not prepared for that. So, you know, it has its uses. Still, just knowing that, it's gonna be great. This game to me just looks like it's gonna be a really good game. And I've been, like I said, I've been playing it for a few days now. I've been getting into it a lot. Just detach it now. The reason why I keep attaching and detaching is because on close range, suppressor does nothing. But on quite medium to long range, if you want to get a quiet kill, then it's not too bad. It's just mainly for close range kills that this is. Even though I'm not doing anything at all and I'm just talking way too much and probably should focus on the game. But hey, what can I say? I'm very talkative when I get into a conversation about something. Enough talky talk though, let's actually bloody invest some time into actually winning this game. I'm not bad, I swear, I promise you, I'm not terrible. See? I'm not bad. I just need to get in the zone. Nice one. Oh fuck, I can't go around there. Yeah, I don't like when people say I'm shit at games too. I remember when I first started playing Call of Duty games, and I'm sure I tried. But anyway, when I first started playing Call of Duty games, I remember the first game I played Call of Duty wise, I played Call of Duty Black Ops 1. That was the first game I ever played. And I remember because I played a lot on there, people always assumed that I was shit. I mean, it was just ridiculous. People were just like, oh, you're terrible at the game, so you shouldn't be allowed to play it. And funny enough, that sort of situation actually happened yesterday. When I started playing Rainbow Six Siege for the free weekend, I was level 5 at the time, and I went as Jaeger. I should have seen that comment. I basically went as Jaeger, who's one of the kind of choices you can go with. And basically what happened was I basically got voted to kick. I did. People were actually voting to kick me because they thought I was terrible. And they thought, oh, well, they're new to the game and they're going as Jaeger. That's gonna end in complete disaster. Eventually, obviously, they couldn't kick me because I was with my friends at the time, and they said, no, we're not kicking you. And surprisingly, I did pretty well, considering, you know, it was the first few games I'd ever played. And I felt like I kind of showed them up. And I said, like, I made this very clear, and I say this to everyone, and everyone always says this to me too. And everyone says it. Just because you're a higher level doesn't mean your skill is any better than anyone else's. I mean, you could be a level 1 and your skill could be impeccable. And that's what I hate. I hate people always jump into conclusions sometimes. Like, I've seen loads of level 1s, and I'm kind of guilty because I've done this myself before. So I'm not going to say that I haven't, because everyone does it. Everyone judges people based on their level and say, okay, they're Master Prestige, they're going to be really, really good. They're only like level 55, they're not probably going to be so good. And like I said, it always surprises me because they always end up surprising myself, and I'm like, wow, they actually are very good at the game. And it kind of essentially makes me realize I shouldn't always judge people based on their level. So I tend to not do the same anymore. I tend to try and not always judge people on their level. Because like I said, they could be a really good player. Some people just have bad games and some people have good games. It's just sometimes on live streams, I don't always play very well. And, you know, it's down to me, it's down to my performance, and it's also not just down to me, it's down to the team as well. Since this is a team effort. Hence why they call it Team Deathmatch. It is team-based. It's like Overwatch. If you play Overwatch, you need to work as a team. If you don't work as a team, then the team falls apart.
Advance and take
Like,
position.
I've seen people not always incorporate teamwork, but I tend to. For example, if I see someone who's in trouble and I think they're gonna die, I will run in and get, like, I'll kill them and save them. And they don't see it as that, they see it as stealing kills. But I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to steal your kill, but I thought you were dying and all that. And they're like, okay. True, you can't have a good game if you don't have a bad game. If you had good games all the time, I think it would just get too boring. I like to see people challenge, like, excellent players are really good at the game. And like how they perform and see if they can really step up and challenge. Like, I've seen some really, really good players at Call of Duty. Really good players that have actually surprised me. And I'm like, wow, you're really good at the game. And I have to count that I actually managed to get a double. Hell yeah. See? Doesn't always judge the level. And I think, you know, I think I'm doing pretty good. Like, I've been playing, like, Call of Duty. Call of Duty was mainly the main series I played, but I've, like, tried to expand into other games. I'm hoping to do, like, a Dead by Daylight video this week, hopefully. Since there's been a ton of new updates. I think Michael Myers has been added to the game, but there's also been a lot of updates and stuff, and I really want to see how the game has changed. And has it gotten better or has it gotten worse? Because before, when I was playing, there were quite a few bugs still, but it wasn't completely unplayable. I remember the one bug that annoyed me the most was that as soon as you were getting sacrificed and someone unhooked you, you were basically start glitching out on the screen, and it seemed like your connection had dropped, your ping had dropped drastically. I know it hadn't. It was just freaking you out for some weird reason, and even I found it annoying at times. I was like, oh, come on, really? You're gonna do this to me?
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
How have you not noticed me? Thought you'd have noticed. Hello. Goodbye. Alright. Let's take this press round. Okay, bad time 6 press round. I'm decent Call of Duty guys have carded there, but to be honest, I haven't played all of the cards. Yeah. I'd say my best Call of Duty is kind of hard to say. Once I've gotten into the game and I've learned how the game works, I can be fairly good at it, but it doesn't always come straight away. So just because I play one decent game doesn't mean I'm like amazing at the game. It takes time to master a game correctly and how to play it properly. Say I'm still learning Overwatch and all that. For the last time I played in the season, I think it was season 4 I played in? I did season 4. I was only in the gold division and then I dropped down to silver I did. And obviously I was new at the time, so I completely expected that. But I honestly felt really bad because I was like, wow, so I'm not good at the game as I thought I was. And obviously it does take time to learn a game since there are multiple heroes and you just gotta find that one that you're comfortable with or a certain bunch. The reason why is because you find that a lot in seasons you will end up having to fill in for players, and like if we need a healer on the team, you might have to fill in for Lucio or Mercy. I always tend to fill in for Lucio if I can. But I like to play stuff like Soldier, maybe a bit of Sombra as well. I'm trying to main her, which is difficult apparently. But I kind of just like the ability to start, but I need to master her much more than... And I didn't see the other one. I need to master her more. I need more practice. And it's like playing Rainbow Six Siege. I was bad to begin with, but over time I've been slowly making progression and getting better at the game as I learn how each of the characters work, essentially. And I've only played 2, which is Fuse and Jaeger, but still, apparently they're good. They're pretty good starting characters. At least from what I've been told by my friends, who have said, yeah, they're pretty much good starting characters to get you started with the game. And I see why. Fuse is really good, and Jaeger's pretty good too, for defense and all that. So yeah. Main thing you should take from all this rambling and nonsense. It takes time to master games, and don't judge people by levels. That's the best way to sum it up for anyone. I ramble way too much. I feel like I talk way too much. Yeah, before, when I first did my first live stream, I barely said one word. Because I was just too nervous, too scared, and I was worried that people were going to judge me based on what I said, the first thing that came out of my mouth. Even if it was just like, hello, and I was like, oh, I sounded really nervous. Now they're going to think I'm really nervous and stressed out. And I'm not, okay? Just my first time doing this. I'm actually going to focus on the game now, again. So I can actually freaking get some kills. How are we doing? 8 plus. That's not too bad. It's a significant improvement from last game. I just need to not ramble too much. Great. Damn it, hit markers. Alright, sis. Move back here in case this one's flip or whatever. Yeah, I've still got to try out a few other game modes, like War. I haven't tried War out yet, so maybe I might give it a go in the side stream, you know? I think it's like where you guide a tank across. I'm not sure. I've just not been looking into it, just not spoil myself. But you got the other game modes. I really want to see what headquarters, like the headquarters, like, area is for basically people to explore. I really want to see that. It's something exciting. Oh, man, jeez, they're doing a lot of damage. Damn it, got nothing for that. Thought for sure it might have got. Oh, they ran away, that's why. Okay. Fair enough. Back upstairs quickly because I heard someone get down. Damn it. I knew I heard someone. I gotta listen carefully. This is why I don't always succeed. I have to tend to listen very carefully to where people are in the surrounding area. That's how you get the advantage on people. Yeah, I think personally people shouldn't judge people on how well they play games. If they like video games, let them like video games. They don't have to be good at it to like it. Like if you enjoy a hobby, you may not be good at that hobby, but that doesn't mean you can't like it. I'd say, what would be one hobby that I know I'm not good at? Let's think. Okay. Alright, one thing I'd say, I'm not a confident swimmer, but that doesn't mean I don't like swimming. I love swimming, I do. I really enjoy it. I love it when we go on holiday and we go to an area where it has an outdoor pool, and that just means I can practice swimming and hopefully gain confidence to get better at it. Just because I'm terrible doesn't mean I don't like it. And that's what I feel like people, like, always in video games, if they're, like, bad at the game, they're like, oh, you're terrible at the game, why are you playing video games? Well, because I like it. Problem. Shit. Damn it, window. Oh, come on, I didn't know that was the last one. 12 to 18, okay. Not bad. We almost won. Almost. I might try the war game mode. I haven't tried it yet. I'll try it and see what that's like. That's the only game mode I haven't played yet. So, yeah. And then we'll see how long that takes up to, and yeah, when it reaches 45 minutes, end the stream. But I will try my very best to get a video done this week, absolutely, because I owe a video to you guys. I really do, and it's bad that I haven't done one yet. It's been a week. I need to do a video. Oh, hey Connor. Absolutely, I agree with you, Connor. You're good. I understand. Alright, let's go back and freaking play. Let's play War. Not played it. I'm gonna try it. I have no idea what it is. I'm assuming attack and defend all the mission objectives. Alright, so there's mission objectives? I don't like playing against someone I'm much better than. I feel bad when I play against, when the matchmaking puts me against certain people, and I'm slightly better than them, and they get destroyed. I kind of feel bad. Because to me, when someone gets destroyed in the game, I feel like their entire gaming experience gets ruined. But people shouldn't judge that moment on gaming experience. And wow, that was a great cutscene to begin with. Capture the command post. Okay. What the heck is this? I've never played this. What am I getting myself into here? Okay, so... Oh shit. What the hell is going on? I can't see in here. It's because my freaking curtains. It's too bright. I can't see anything. Oh, you got there. Okay. I can't see anything because basically my window is right next to my TV. So I can't see anything. It's too bright. I probably should close the curtains, but that would just make my room entirely pink. And that's not going to make it any better. Right. Command post. That's where we gotta go. Damn, this is actually pretty difficult. Okay. To me, this actually seems pretty good so far. I've yet to see how the rest of it functions. Christ. Jesus, we're getting destroyed. We have 2 minutes and 48 seconds to get on objective 1. Damn it. I must admit, the cursing feels much more stronger. Got the first flag and the next spawn. Okay. I trust in what you tell me. I need to kill my way to get to it though. I'm not just gonna run in blindly saying, I'm gonna capture the point, and then die in 5 seconds flat. You gotta strategize. There we go. Shit, reload. Damn it. I always reload at the wrong times. I always find that in video games. I always pick the worst time to reload. When I reload, either one person's in front of me or I'm getting attacked. And I'm like, no, cancel the reload, cancel the reload. The only way is to switch guns, but by then you're dead, pretty much. Shit, are they still? Yes, gotcha, killed the defender.
Attacking the command post.
Right. Crap. Contested. Need to get more people. There we go. We're getting more people on the point. That's gonna boost things up.
For the command post.
Pretty. All right. Oh, geez, that goes up pretty fast when a lot of people are on it.
We need that command post.
Come on. Gotcha. Alright, as long as you keep holding the point. Shit, I should have thrown that back. Well, we got it anyways. Okay, to the bridge.
We capture the command post. The crowd intel is going to help win
this
the war.
actually feels really good. It just feels like an online mission, but with other players as the enemies. Interesting. Nice concept. I will say that. I feel like they're making this game better. What the hell do we do here? Build. I guess we gotta build a bridge then across. This actually feels like a mission, but it's so difficult because the other players. Oh shit, smoke. This is why I'm using my suppressor for this. I know I shouldn't because it does terrible on damage, but if it gets me a quiet, silent kill. Jesus, is he on a gun? He is on a machine gun, I thought so. Yeah, it's like Rush from Battle, but they can fight back. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool though. That is pretty cool. This is definitely a game that I feel like I will get. I just wish I could get that dude in the window. I mean, I might have to frag. Alright, are they over there now too? We haven't even made an attempt at this. That plane's coming in. When I hear planes, I freak out because I feel like someone's pulled in 4th Street. Wait, why am I even up there? I don't want to go out there, they're shooting. What about up here? Press and hold to build, that's all I saw. Crap, what's that? It's only been 1% completed.
2 minutes until enemy reinforcements arrive.
Oh, but this actually feels like a fucking online mission, and this feels great. I really like this. It's a challenge, I give it that, because this is a lot more difficult than it seems. I probably should stop running out. It's not helping me. When it comes to objectives, I just feel like I should run out, so I shouldn't. But I should. Gotcha.
Bridge in progress. Build that bridge ASAP.
Crap. Oh, damn it, it's so close! How damaged was he? Oh, did I not hit him? I must have hit the other dude then. Oh, great. I thought I'd actually managed to hit him and almost got him.
Bridge is being built.
Alright, build the bridge, build the bridge, build the bridge. Oh, yeah, okay, who died then? Shit, we're running out of time. It's only 10% done. But this is actually harder because there's not many choke points you can get through, and there's many ways that they can just hold it down without going to their side to kill and take them out.
Time's running out. Build the bridge.
I feel like this is no right choke point.
Bridge in progress.
Come on.
30 seconds left.
Build the bridge. Build the bridge! We gotta build. Damn it! There's still more up there. We're running out of time. It's only 30% done.
10 seconds left.
Just fall.
Bridge is
Build.
being built.
I know I'm gonna die. Just build the bridge. Build the
Bridge is
bridge.
half built.
It's half built. Okay. Did that? Oh, damn it. I thought that bought us some more time.
Build the bridge.
Damn it, I got it halfway. Looks like this mode is built for the team with communication now. Yeah. Different types of players. Yeah, I'd say. You definitely need a team. You can't go in solo. This looks like it definitely needs teamwork. Damn, we were halfway there. I managed to get it to halfway, I did, which was impressive because I thought I would have died by something like a grenade. I thought that was enough to maybe boost up the time. Oh, I was in second. I salute. That's my job. I love saluting. It's one thing I don't know why, I just like saluting. Which to me is just a sign of respect to say, hey, everyone did good, you know, everyone did their best. End of. Let's get on with the game. Alright, so that's game 1 summary, so there's game 2 summary. Oh, so there must have been a second game then while I wasn't here. I don't know, I'd assume so. Alright, well, I know it's at 38, but I might push the live stream a little more and do another one, just to get more of an idea of how it is. I kind of enjoyed it, I have. So I might let bygones be bygones and maybe push past the 45-minute limit and just go ahead. If things screw up, it's just gonna have to happen. I really want to play more of it though. I like the way that everyone's like positioned, the way, you know, when everyone's loading in and people are joining. I like how it is. It just definitely feels so nostalgic, you know. Man. Alright, how long is it till next match? I must admit, there is a large waiting time there is for the freaking games. I don't understand, you know, everyone to get everyone into the game, but damn, it's a long waiting time. I mean, it's good for people, you know, I don't know, that came out wrong. It's good for people if they want to go out and, you know, if they really need a quick break, they need to go to the toilet, they need to get something to eat, they need to get a drink, something really quick that they can do. But if you've got nothing to do, then you just sat there waiting, and you're kind of like, well, what do I do to pass the time? And then you're just like, okay, well, I'll check my phone. If your phone's dead, you're like, well, now I'm bored. I know it's the beta, I know. It probably won't be like this at all when it comes to the actual game, which I'm excited for. I can't wait to see how they do the zombies, how zombies is gonna be. Since they are like bringing back Nazi zombies, I wonder how they're gonna do that. How that's gonna work. I hope it's more like as challenging as, because I feel like sometimes when you know when you like played zombies a lot, The first times you play it, it's really, really difficult, and you're like, wow, this is hard. But as you get used to and adjusted to it, it just gets too easy, and then you think, well, it's not supposed to challenge, it's just more surviving, and it doesn't seem that difficult anymore unless you get into the higher rounds. I must admit though, I love the cutscenes they do. I really like this. This is something we don't usually see. I mean, this is kind of like what For Honor does in terms of their cutscenes, but at least it shows the players. It doesn't always show the players in For Honor cutscenes. I think it only shows it in one, the players. But that's like, I think it depends on what map it is.
Defend the command post and the classified intel it
Sometimes
holds.
I want perks to always spawn in the same place. Yeah. Alright, so defend. That's all we gotta do. Alright, well, I guess I'm the only one staying in the choke point then, or this area at least. Everyone's just gonna go forward. Alright, let's attach the suppressor on, see if we can get some long range kills. Maybe. There's definitely... Oh shit. Okay, I got an assist. Shit!
Defend the command post,
Should have
soldier.
thrown that back, but I don't like throwing back grenades because I always feel like as soon as I throw them back, I'm gonna die. Oh, hit markers. More hit markers. No, why did I reload? Ow. It's terrible times to reload and shit. Oh, there's a wait for respawn. Okay, so that's interesting. So the other side do have to wait for respawn. I suppose that's fair to balance it out. But that's not the... They may have to adjust that and see what works and what doesn't. But like I said, it's still the beta. Maybe they may make some adjustments when the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 beta comes out and the next weekend. They'll probably make the adjustments there and then. And then based on what the feedback is from the community, they'll make their final decisions. And really, did I kill him? I didn't think I shot him at the end there, but whatever. Alright. Let's see.
They're taking the command post.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Take
No.
the
No. No.
command
No.
post.
No. Don't take the command post. Ah. Now they might actually win. One team. I don't know. I think it just depends on how well they balance this game. They're just obviously gonna have to spend a little, maybe a bit more time
They're
to see how
assaulting
things
the
work.
command post.
Alright. No, don't. It's always the bloody grenades that get me, man. Crap, we lost the objective. Right, now it's the bridge.
The
Now we
enemy
can't let
captured
them.
our command post, but the battle isn't over yet. Stop
Alright.
the enemy from
They are
rebuilding the
over
bridge
there,
we destroyed.
and
If they
we are over
succeed,
here.
their
Alright, I
time
guess we'll go to
advance.
the point. They are. Airdropping barn. Ooh, airdrops. That's new. At least for me. I'm mainly focusing, I think, on this side mainly.
Keep the enemy from building the bridge.
Just cause they're gonna try to basically throw stuff on this side here and push me out, possibly with grenade. Good one. Oh, got one. Nice. Yay, rank 11. I'm noticing it's starting to get pretty warm in my room now, despite the window being open. It's getting really warm. Damn it!
Stop the enemy from building that bridge.
Close to getting him. Just needed to poke his feet out a little bit more, then I might have been able to have killed him. Yeah, it's starting to get really warm in this room now. It is a pretty
The
sunny
enemy
day
is
out.
building a bridge.
Where are they? Why do I always go like that? I don't know why. Like, it sounds really deep to me. I like how you can build the turret instead of it being there for.
Don't
yeah,
let the
I
enemy
must admit,
build their
that's-
bridge.
it definitely seems more realistic, doesn't it? You put it together, you compile
The
it rather
bridge
than
is
just
being built.
sit there and then pick it up like it's already there. And like I said, you can also attach and detach certain things, like suppressor, for
They're
example.
building
You
a
can
bridge.
attach and detach it. I think those sort of things is what's making the game even better. Those little improvements, those tiny little bits of detail really reflect how the
2
game
minutes
is.
until our reinforcements get here.
Alright, 2 minutes. Got you. I haven't got any more grenades.
The enemy
Someone's
is
gonna
building
chuck
a
something in
bridge.
there. Oh shit, what the hell is that? Get down. Oh, yes, assists. Okay, great, we got him. Gotta keep an eye on that area. Make sure no one's there, make sure no one's there, reload. Let's this use? Just watch that bridge area.
That bridge must not be built.
Yes, got one.
The
Where
bridge
are-
is being
there.
built.
Yes, gotcha. Can't let them build any more of that bridge. Oh my gosh, this is good. Maybe too good. This is definitely a good
1
point.
minute left.
Oh crap, they got me. Come on, there's only 1 minute, isn't there, left? Yeah, come on, we can hold it just a little bit longer. Probably should go maybe use a sniper or something on this, but whatever.
They're
I'm
building
not
a
more of a
bridge.
sniper person, I'm more of a...
They must not build that bridge. The enemy has
it's
built
really
up the
headshot.
bridge.
Freaking good. That's some freaking bloody good scoping, my friend. That is good. Alright, 30
30
seconds now.
seconds left.
Come on.
The enemy is building a bridge.
We're halfway done, we need to hurry. Shoot everything. There we go. Crap, cool down, cool down. Nope, get off, get off, get off, get off. Get off, get off. Peek. Nope, okay, they're fine, we're fine, we're fine.
10 seconds left.
Yes, nice one. Keep them away from that bridge. Do whatever it takes.
The bridge is being built. Kill all enemies at the bridge.
Kill them all.
We did it.
Yes, we did
Kept
it.
the enemy from building their bridge.
Yay.
Now our reinforcements are here.
Yeah, we did it. Awesome. I like this a lot. It definitely reminds, I can see why people think this is like similar to Rush. It definitely has those similarities, but man, it's really good. And the cutscenes at the beginning just add detail, the fact that you can construct certain parts. I did really good that time. I'm getting better at this game. I just need a lot more time, but like I said, I really like these little details. I can't stress that enough. It just adds to the game, it does. It really adds to the whole experience. This is why I feel like people shouldn't always be too quick to judge a game. Just because, you know, like Sledgehammer, just because they made Advanced Warfare, not everybody liked it. It's like mixed. People liked it at first and people didn't. I think it was alright. It was a nice way to try and refresh the game up with exo jumps. But I think people just abused it a bit too much, which is why they then introduced the kind of limit so it wasn't constantly used. Yeah, I think they should just use Hot Ghost too. I know it's probably not what people are gonna expect from the game, but I just don't like the gap. I just hate the fact there's a gap in the timeline. It just doesn't add up. And you're just like, well, what actually happened? Did, you know, what happened? Did they successfully brainwash? Oh, I'm trying to remember who was the kidnapped again. I think it was Logan. Did they successfully brainwash Logan? Did anything happen to Rorik or anything like that? And what happened to Hesh afterwards? You know, it's just those little things. Like, I want to know. I hope I don't screw up any of the names. I probably have. I'm very good at screwing up names. I am. I'm sorry. It's just been a while since I played Ghosts. I mean, it's been years since I played Ghosts. That's because I have it on the Xbox 360. All right. I don't have it on next-gen console. I know, they did leave it on a cliffhanger, which implied there was going to be another game, but then there wasn't, because obviously it was kind of mixed again. Some people like Ghost, some people didn't like Ghost, and the way the launch of the multiplayer wasn't exactly good because there were quite a few bugs, and it's not like I didn't take advantage of it. I did take advantage of one. If you know any of my older videos, I basically told everyone how to basically glitch into the iceberg and uninfected and then get a chem strike. And I actually did, and yeah, I'm not a good person, I'm really not. Yeah, they're gonna make it in. Hi Tanis, welcome, welcome. It is getting warm in here now. Bloody hell, it's so warm. I'm not this stream, I'm going to have to turn my fan on, but then there's going to be like this auditory, bloody terrible response in my mic. Oh, yes, got ya. Build the bridge. We must build the bridge.
Building the bridge.
Alright, build it to halfway. That's good. That's good. We're getting there. So this is going to be much more difficult though now. Damn it, freaking snipers. I wonder too how they would go with all that. It's kind of stuff like that makes you question like what are they going to do with other games too. Oh man. Damn, these snipers. Can't get past them. Not with my little SMG. Alright, just grenade. Oh. Or not, just drop it. Whatever. Alright, I will say these points here, they're very difficult to get past without a sniper. Alright, now let's try grenade.
2 minutes
Okay,
until
great.
enemy reinforcements arrive.
Yeah. Get down and freaking build the goddamn bridge. We gotta build this bridge right now. Build. I love the fact that we're building a bridge. It feels weird. Our main objective, guys, is to build a freaking bridge. What? We gotta get to the other side. Oh, well, can't we just climb across? No. Still, it's pretty funny. I love it. I absolutely adore it.
Build that bridge ASAP.
Alright, build the bridge. Gotta use them camera and wood skills, you know? Actually, we'd do a new Medal of Honor game. I've never actually played any of the Medal of Honor games, so I wouldn't know. There's so many games to me out there that I need to play, that I've been told to play, that I've never played, and I don't know if I ever will, which is sad. Oh, we actually managed to get past. Alright, advance to the ammo dump. What happens here, I
Build the
wonder.
bridge. Move up.
Let's go. Oh, okay, we gotta plant, I think, a bomb or something? Alright, let's go.
Let's go!
The ammo supply must be destroyed.
Okay, yeah, we are planting bombs. Definitely not much bombs. Oh my god, I got a kill. I killed him. It's all good. I got him. He's getting seriously warm. Always try and get it. Alright.
Keep the crowds
Press and
away
hold
from our
still.
bomb.
Build whatever I'm building.
Eliminate that
Yay, I'm
ammo
a build
supply.
master. Ow.
Protect
Oh,
our
wait,
bomb
wait,
at
wait.
all costs.
It keeps telling me things and then they keep disappearing. Alright, I'm assuming that we're just gonna go with it. 18 seconds.
Don't let them defuse our bomb.
Reload.
We did it. The crowd's ammo supply
I
is
know.
destroyed. Protect our tank so we can get within
So
range of the
Medal
main
of Honor
battery.
sounds like a game I'd actually be interested to give it a go.
Protect us.
But man, I would probably suck too if I played old games. If I played Call of Duty Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, I probably would be terrible at them too. To be fair, I'm kind of partially terrible at video games. Whatever people say, I don't care. I love playing games. Alright, now we gotta escort the tank. Let's go. So this section's a bit like safeguard. Okay then. It kind of reminds me, so the way it is, it definitely reminds me more, I'd say, Overwatch with the payload, because obviously when they're on the point and next to the tank, it is contested, just like the payload in Overwatch. It kind of reminds me of that too. Interesting. Oh crap. Wait, tank out. No, we're not allowed to destroy the tank. Gotta keep it moving even though it's going backwards and forwards. And they're gonna go all the way back because no one can escort. Get on the tank. Oh wait, what? Enter the tank. Okay, it's gone now. Okay, so I guess you get to sit on the top of the tank and shoot a gun. Awesome. Crap. Grenade, I'm panicking. Go. Go, tank, go. Yeah, alright, I'll let someone else be in charge of the tank. I don't trust myself. There we go. Nice one, team. Keep moving forward. Stay behind the tank and watch it come from behind. We got this. Oh yes, nice one. Wait, they banned Call of Duty Nazi Zombies on Twitch? I mean, I know it's like Nazi zombies. Come on. I never actually got to like experience some of the like Nazi Zombie was pretty good. Like I know it wasn't exactly as good because of course of all the Nazi symbolism and we're in a day and age where they have to basically censor that. But come on. Why?
Nobody's here to escort us. We're retreating.
I mean, it's not anyone's fault, like, that, you know, that's how it was made. Alright. Alright, someone's on the tank. Who's on the tank? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Right, move the tank. Let's go. It's sort of stuff like that I don't like to touch upon, like, when, you know, when people ask me, like, oh, what do you think about them, like, getting rid of all the Nazi symbolism in, like, World War II and all that. I'm like, I don't prefer to say a lot because, you know, I just don't think it's my place to say a lot. I just don't want to say a lot. I might end up saying something stupid, so if you don't want to start talk about it, just don't say anything on. So I'm just going to move on with the second. Right, how's the tank doing? Okay, we're almost there. Jeez. We can make it. We can make it. Just push forward. Push forward, even though they're literally throwing everything at us. Oh yes, we did it. Nice one. Yes. We made it through. Interesting. Wow, I will say I really enjoyed that. That was actually pretty good. I don't know. Didn't come first, second, or third. What was my score? Was it good or was it bad? I'd say it might be both. I see they don't like it, but I don't see the need to care about the flag in the game so much. Talking with you, Kelly. Because we have fun while we also GG's. Yes, I do love talking to people. It's one thing I keep stressing. Alright, let's back out. Alright, I do love talking to people, which is why I do the live streams in the first place. I like talking to people on certain topics, just getting a little discussion going, really. So, you know, I'm not stuck there bored, I'm just like, playing video games. I think it's just better to engage with your audience and kind of, you know, just get a small discussion going. I really, really enjoy it. Although, I will say, if I get too loud with my voice and all that, I do get a little bit of a sore throat. You know, but just drink something and I'll be fine. I must admit, it's getting really warm in this room now. So, I don't know what I'll do after this. Maybe just come off and chillax, relax, and try to cool off a bit. And then I'll be back on later to play with other people and all my friends and all that. And yeah. Hopefully I'll get a video done this week. I say hopefully, but I can't guarantee it, but I'll do my best. So thank you all for watching, whether you watch this as a live stream or a video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out.